Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Panthers offense will take the first swing of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Let's send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Freeman. Right on target this time. There he goes. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. And the Panthers are in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Finding open areas. Got the first down and more. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Makes the grab. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Panthers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that looked like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Arizona State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Burks. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's
loose on the left. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Sun Devils are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quick strike complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How you're going to finish strong throughout the season. You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 minutes.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! The extra point here would tie the game. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Freeman. Makes the pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Sun Devils. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Pitt pushing the pace.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Gives it on the option. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the well. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. It's a running room. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got his man. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Freeman. He's got the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The Panthers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down. The short return, but what a play to get the football back. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll keep it on the sneak.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Going deep. He's got it inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. Is putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Grab behind the line. It's Wall. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Burks. Gets it out fast. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Final play of the quarter coming. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the 1st quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And, boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads. Trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute their plans.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna let it fly. It's caught. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Hit right back to the line.
And he makes another big play for this offense. And, man, if I'm this defense, at some point I'm going to learn my lesson. We're in the 2nd quarter. He's already over 100 yards. Like, I better start committing some resources to this guy, or else he's going to break some records because he is putting up some numbers on the day.
Let's go! Let's go! The play action fake. Fierce the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
22 on 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And it's no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the miss pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Burks. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it set up on the outside. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. The Sun Devils send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. And the Panthers in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Out of the gun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He'll be stopped right at the 40-yard line, and do they dare try to convert from their own territory on fourth down? Pitt will have to boot this one away. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the... They forced the turnover.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. To the ground to try to move the chains. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Scanning the field, it's Freeman. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Pitt!
Really nice job by the quarterback there, just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They kick it away on fourth down. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Reads it, fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Dropping back, it's Freeman. Got rid of it just in time. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Touch pass on the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good.
Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Burks. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Unloads it left. Got his man.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
With the catch, it's Pedrino. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona State. A great catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to fire. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Great place to start for this offense. The option look. Now the toss. Rumbles all the way down to the 6-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and he gives him a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Burks. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to run it.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Catch in the middle. It's their assault. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's...
Touchdown, Arizona State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
They say sometimes for quarterbacks the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You can underthrow it by 10 yards. That receiver would have come back and fielded a punt.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Sun Devils will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They punt it away on 4th down. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Freeman. It's complete. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. And the Panthers want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man down the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It's caught. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Touchdown, Panthers. Great job by the back on the option. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. The give to the back. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Pitt pushing the pace. Back to pass, it's Freeman. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Pitt will line up to punt it away.
Number 11 in punt formation to kick it away.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He might want another play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking left. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
But how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up. The give on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Back to throw, it's Freeman. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Never a doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they did.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got an open man. And oh, no, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And the defense got it. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to throw. It's Burks. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
And the Sun Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Pocket breaking down. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the cornerback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Here's a heat. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
And this offense now is decision time. Man, they've put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Panthers headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Pulls it and fires to the left. There he goes. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll move the tight end. Gonna look downfield again. Caught.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And the Panthers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Freeman. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He's loose. He's at the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Panthers! Fit it in the window for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window.
Turning it on! And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Sun Devils will snap it on first and 10. Motion from the wideout. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sun Devils will try to punch it in on first and goal. Dropping back, it's Burks. Starting to feel a little pressure. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A pass, and these these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play.
And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Slips through the line. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Got it behind the line. It's Kendricks. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The give from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Absolutely center cut. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to UNLV. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, Ellis.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover. Pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking to throw, it's Burks. A little screen to the running back. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Breaks into the open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Looking for block. He's chased out of bounds at the 11-yard line, and now they're backed up after that poor return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Works the middle of the field. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Soft spot in the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Back to pass, it's Freeman. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Hit right back to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw again. Throws to the tight end. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not.
Deep shot for the end zone. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
The quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
And the Sun Devils really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Back to throw, it's Burks. Got his man. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He'll sneak it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. To the air, it's Burks. He's got him this time. Tackled there by the defense.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for a deep man. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good